Single in the City. I am your host, Marchell Sade.
And I'm Marchell Sade, and today we are here with Darrol Harrison.
And I am the owner of Luxury Bag Repair in Leather Spa, Atlanta.
So tell us, what do you do there?
I refurbish, recondition, repair, clean luxury bags.
Okay. And the topic of the day?
Stop asking your mate to choose you.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's big.
I like this topic.
Yeah, that is big.
If you got to constantly ask your mate to choose you indirectly or directly, you may not be with the right person.
Yeah.
Right.
Am I right?
I think if the question comes up, to me, if you have to ask the question, that means they're not choosing you. Like, why are you not stepping to me for a relationship? Why are you
Taking so long.
right? Why
What's
are you so indecisive?
Indecisive. When a man is indecisive from the rip, I just feel like you automatically, that's a red flag. He doesn't know. If he doesn't know, because I always hear whenever they be getting down on one knee, when you know, you know.
Yeah.
That's
You
always
definitely
what
do.
they say.
And it doesn't take a long time. It's you discerning with what you met and what your commonness in that situation is.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is, if you meet somebody and they don't like to go to the movies and you do, they don't like sports and you do, and it's a lot of they don't and you do, chances is y'all on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Y'all working against the grain already.
Well, that sounds like, you're not compatible with that person.
You working against the grain already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the basis of a relationship is not just sex. Because after you get out the bedroom, you got to do something.
Exactly. Exactly, because it's like, okay, after a while, it's like, all right, it kind of gets old. So it's like, what else? You have to love that person for who they are, and find something other than appearance, or just outside surface things.
Yeah. It's an intensity underlying with a relationship, and I think that intensity and that underlying is finding a common ground. And so in a lot of relationships, it's never that adjustment point, and so that's why it doesn't work. If you're not willing to adjust, because it's two people coming on common ground and trying to find a reason to stay together. So you both come from two different backgrounds. You're not raised together in the same house, same area, whatever. So when y'all come together and y'all join y'all forces, y'all might be looking for a business longevity along with the relationship. So you can join y'all businesses together. That's y'all first interest. Y'all in the same business. It's a commonness. And y'all both want to be successful in life. But then you may have two people who are not interested in business. They're interested in building a family and having longevity and creating a balance within that organization, that family. So you need to find a woman that's interested in having a family and a man that's interested in having a family. So if you're a woman that's trying to have a family and you meet a guy, he tells you, I got 2 or 3 kids already, I don't want no more kids. Roadblock.
I don't know. Seems like
Roadblock.
a compatibility issue.
It's called not being evenly yoked.
So we go back to the subject matter, about asking your mate to choose you. Sometimes you directly ask, and sometimes you indirectly ask.
Yeah.
So how do you directly ask?
Well, you're
Without
constantly.
being too pushy or pressure.
You want to know the right way to
pressure.
ask?
I think, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
What are we looking at? What are we looking to accomplish in this situation? I mean, seriously, we all know there's a such thing as a honeymoon phase. We all know about that. The honeymoon phase can be real tricky. Because a lot of things can occur during that phase that could commit you to a long-time relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
A baby could happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different things can happen during that honeymoon phase because you're in that hypnotic stage.
Yeah.
Everything just seems so perfect.
You are hypnotized.
Yeah, so once you get beyond that,
Yeah.
the seriousness of the relationship got to come into play. What are you looking to have from this? Are we just playing? We going on some dates? Or we looking to go a little further on down the road?
So how do you like get to the nitty gritty and like distinguish who is someone to move forward with if you're serious about, you know, having a long-term relationship with that person instead of like somebody that's temporary and just want to have some fun?
Well, prime example. Every morning you getting up, you grabbing your bag, and you headed to do some business. And when you get back home, he's still in the bed. That's a clear example that he ain't trying to do nothing. He just trying to wait till you get home and do what y'all, you know.
That's giving me leech vibes.
Well,
Or maybe he's going to the club. He's at the club
all night,
and then he's sleeping all day.
Now that's a pet peeve of mine. I cannot be with a man that sleeps till 12, 1, 2 in the daytime. Absolutely not.
Yes.
I just don't know too many people that's trying to get at this money that's in the bed at 12 or 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if he in the bed at 12 or 1 o'clock, it's kind of like an indication that y'all might not be going in the same traffic, in the same direction.
Yeah. I have ended relationships over that because I'm just like, it's holding me back.
That's a big no-no.
Even though that person doesn't control you, it's just that they're holding you back mentally into the next level. Because your mate can get you to the next level. Even though they're not pushing you to the next level, just by seeing your mate being so advanced and progressing and doing things, it makes you feel like, man, why am I sitting in this bed? Like, I need to be up trying to do something too.
I believe that.
Oh yeah,
I believe that. I've been in a relationship with someone where they work out twice a day and I see them get up 6 o'clock every morning.
Yes.
That motivated me to be like, you know what? I gotta do something about myself. And you know, it gives me that ambition whenever you have that mate to match you. Mm-hmm. That is so important because your mate does determine your future.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like you said, if you see that person doing that every morning and mentally you are ready for it, but you haven't made that final decision to do it. Yeah. But seeing that person do it every day, it triggers you to say, you know what, this is that morning. Yeah. But as far as asking your mate to choose you, always having to ask that person to go on a date, always asking that person to take you to particular restaurants instead of them just knowing, okay, she likes this restaurant over this, or she likes this type of food over this. All those things are like common grounds, but they small. Yeah. So if you can't foresee those small things, it's kind of hard to believe that you in it for the longevity, because the bigger picture is like marriage, commitment, relationship. Yeah. So if we just having fun in this honeymoon stage, and you still taking me to McDonald's, you ain't recognize that I like a little something fancier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, wait a minute. You know, but I think the hardest burden is always for that person to hit the brakes and stop the car and say, get out.
Yeah.
See, that's for real now. Because see, when we meet people,
hard for me now.
When we meet people, we start entangling.
When you're single, it's not hard.
Yeah.
When you're in it.
Okay, when you're in the honeymoon stage.
Yes.
But
it's very hard.
Right dig this now. Let me say this right quick. When you meet people, you start entangling what? Hope. See, it ain't no more. It ain't really. It's hope.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you thinking about what could happen.
Yeah.
Man, I really like this dude, man. This dude is this.
Yeah, like don't mess
it up. This could happen.
Just don't mess it up.
You're looking at the potential of what that person is, and you have to be real with yourself and accept the reality of what that person is giving you in that moment.
Exactly.
You gotta focus, because this is the important stage, the first year.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, like in the honeymoon stage, a lot of slip-ups can occur if you ain't focused on, okay, this is just our introductory. So we already know the title ain't going to be the book. It's just a part of the understanding.
Yeah, don't get it confused.
Yeah, don't get it confused. So if you realize that I'm constantly asking this guy to choose me through all these small things, what about the big stuff?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What about the big stuff?
Right. You can't even do this right now. Imagine.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
The transition doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
It just don't happen overnight. We want it to. That's why I say in the beginning phase, we entangle hope. And so that hope is what caused us to go from 1 month to 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 month to 1 year. Before you know it, a year gone. You're like, golly, I spent the whole year with this dude.
Yeah.
And this dude still don't know what my favorite color is. Most relationships, the woman nor the man probably even know what that person's favorite color. Never asked him.
Wow.
It ain't even a concern of theirs.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Huh? Okay, let's change it up.
Dang.
Let's change it up. Okay. You get off work.
Right.
And your desire is to go home. Whether your GPS is working or not, you know how to get home.
Right.
So you're gonna tell me if that person desires you, his automatic GPS ain't gonna kick in and bring him on to the crib.
Right.
So I'm saying in light of understanding, that automatic GPS gonna kick in and tell him, man, she like roses over tulips. You know, she it's certain things that it's gonna be presented that other person is not gonna forget.
Right.
Because his main desire or her main desire is what? Pleasing a partner. Why would I want to wake up in the morning in love with somebody and watch them walk out the door and leave me?
Right. If you really love them, you're gonna do anything necessary to keep them.
I'm gonna caress their heart.
Right.
So why would you have to ask me to choose you?
Right.
Because I'm constantly caressing your heart. I'm constantly caressing the situation.
That's right. You are reassuring your love for that person. And I feel like that's so important to reassure. And someone that really loves you, they're going to always do that.
Yeah.
In the small ways or even through words or anything.
They're not going to even get to the point. Just imagine you and that person get upset with each other. They're not going to even get to the point of disrespecting you. It's different than being upset and having an argument and being disrespected.
The disrespect, I can't.
Once that disrespect come into play, it's valid for a different understanding.
Yeah. I'm done with you then, because if you cross that line and you disrespect me, that lets me know a lot.
I think what happened with men is that it depends on how you perceive yourself and the way you present yourself to them, if they will disrespect you or not. Because I don't really have those kind of problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I present myself in a certain way that I give you respect, you're not gonna disrespect me back. And if I do see the red flag out the gate, I kind of end it right away.
Yeah.
I did have a red flag the other day on the first phone call. And I was like, oh no, I'm good on this.
I'm documenting everything.
I'm good on it. And it's like, when the texts come in still, and the phone call, I don't answer no more. They might be like, oh, she just disappeared.
Because if you do it, you retracting from the truth.
Yeah.
If I'm driving forward, I'm never expecting my car to go in reverse. And if it does, it's not doing what I want it to do.
Yeah.
And if I'm thinking it's going forward and it's going backwards, I'm retracting from the truth, man. I'm standing in front of a lie.
Yeah.
So you gotta always know, man, is this resistance or is this agreeance? Because resistance is you working against the grain. I'm not. Everybody know you don't shave against the grain,
Right.
Because it's gonna cause an ill effect that you're not gonna be comfortable with.
Right.
So if y'all are constantly working against the grain, you gotta constantly do what? Reassure the situation by what? Man, choose me.
Yeah.
And that goes for friendships, relationships, everything. I
Yeah,
feel
not
like
just-
once you allow someone to do something and you don't set the tone from the beginning, they're going to keep jumping over that fence. Like, let me see what else I can do. Let me see what else I can do.
I don't know what it is about men. Like, you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. It's like,
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
even
nip it in the bud like ASAP.
with friends, I've had to like really nip stuff in the butt about respect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people in general, you just have to lay the law, man.
But not even respect, it's like the way how you want them to treat you. You gotta, like, from my experience of learning, like, you gotta nip that in the bud, like, out the gate. Like, like from the get-go.
Yeah.
But you know, also in a relationship, you're gonna have consistency. So consistency is always a telltale sign. That's always the first point of
That's a good one.
understanding. You know what I'm saying? The consistency. Once that get off balance, you already know. Okay, hold up.
Yeah.
Let me
you're
check
not
the
consistent.
situation.
Yeah.
You know, let me look up under the blanket.
That
Let
he's
me
not
open the door.
choosing you.
You know what I'm saying?
He's not
Let me look
choosing
up under the box now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the consistency done started being broke.
Yeah.
So even if you're not conscious, like you full speed ahead, you in your business, that inconsistency gonna be like, damn, did he just do that?
Yeah.
Damn, he did that 2 or 3 times.
That's a big, like, wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blinking lights. Yeah, blinking lights. Yeah, it wakes you up. So that
Yeah.
inconsistency is another key component to determine if that person choosing you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
you know,
it shows.
a lot of times in relationships, I think that one of the partners is not going to be a coward, but they're going to be afraid to approach real issues in the relationship. And so if you don't approach those real issues, like I said, 1 month turn into a year because you never tell them the truth or you're never talking about the truth. So you could be sitting right there in front of your partner saying, man, do you love me? Or do you want to be with me? And they shaking their head saying, yeah. But that's not what the truth is.
It's the action.
That's not the truth, because you asking that person to define that, or you asking that person to say that. That person not gonna say no, knowing that, man, I'm laying up in the bed, I ain't paying no bills or nothing. I'm not going to say no and get put out.
Right.
So he gonna have the consistency of going forward with whatever it is that he feel he got to give you to interpret to keep everything going smooth.
Yeah, I always say that too.
Or say if the roles are reversed.
You gotta see if they have motive, and that goes for men and women.
Yeah, both.
You know,
the relationship come into play with two people.
Yeah.
Whether it be two women, two men, a man and a woman, it's two people. So the commonness is the understanding for one another and the agreement of us both want to satisfy each other.
Yeah.
Whether go into the store, get a loaf of bread. What we eating? We eating Wonder?
Right.
You know, what we eating?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's got to be that commonness where we agree. If me and you both in the same house, there's no way in the world we got 2 refrigerators, 2 beds, 2 different couches, 2 different TVs. That ain't how we rocking.
Right.
At some point, we gotta like the same show. You got to
have something in common.
You got to.
Yeah, because I feel like when the roles are reversed and a guy is just saying yeah, some people like the fact that they can control somebody. So if they have someone that is weak-minded in their corner and they feel like they have full control of them, they'll just keep the relationship going without any good intentions, really. Just because they know they have that full control over that person's mind.
It'll drive the situation a little longer as well, because the person doesn't want to predetermine where they want to stop at. They don't want to, they don't want to prematurely kill the relationship. You know what I mean? But I found that could be a fatal blow in a relationship by you not determining, let's be friends after this by separating now. See, because you can go a little further and destroy everything.
Oh yeah, I like to just
you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah, you go a little further and destroy everything.
I like to go overextend and make sure I'm completely done.
Yeah, she want to put
I want to make sure I am so done.
Hard,
it's a new word for done.
Yeah.
I can't stick around that long. I be like, look, this is not it. Okay,
so sometimes you don't want to just tell everything, because some things are salvageable. Like that person might have some good connects, or that person know a lot of people that they can introduce you to some different things in your business. So you may not want to destroy everything, but if you keep going further and further, you're gonna have to disintegrate everything. So that's maturity.
Not the friendship necessarily, but just making sure I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
Making sure that I'm done completely. Of course, friendship is always going to be there. In the relationship with them, you have the commitment, but you're still asking, why aren't you choosing me? So what I mean by that is, why is he going with the friends all the time? Why is he trying to do everything else but you? You see what I'm saying? He's not choosing you, even though you're a chosen one. Even though you're in a relationship, you're still alone.
Yeah, but you're not.
That's not a relationship.
Okay, let me say this right here.
No, people go through this all the time.
Let me say this right here. We all know, man, the cake is there, but the icing on it just make it look that
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna give you the icing to that right there. A lot of times, the guy, he loves everything about you outwardly, but he's not found in anything internally that he can grasp onto. So he does not feel like he can put on his house shoes and sit around the house with you, because 10 minutes into that situation, here comes the argument. Man, you just left your shirt on the floor. Or, man, you left a dish in the sink.
Yep.
Woman, now here come the man with the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, baby, you ain't fixed my plate.
Right.
He ain't internalizing that you just got from working a 10-hour, 12-hour
Right.
shift. You at least cooked the meal, he can go fix the plate. Who better to know how much to put on their plate but the person who won it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's, like I said, it's compromises that gotta be triggered so that you don't have all these entanglements of words and bitterness. And because once you start doing that, the momentum builds. Like you said, I give you an inch, you take a mile.
Right.
Now you done said this, so the next time I gotta say this. The hurt gotta be a little deeper every time. I gotta cut a little. I gotta cut because you ain't feel the pain the first
Toxic
time. So I gotta cut it a little deeper. You feel me? So we gotta stop that part of it so that the cuts don't get so deep.
Yeah.
Because what? You can forget the cut, but you never forget where the scar is at.
Yeah. I never forget the,
You can't forget where the scar at.
No.
You can forget what
You
happened.
can't.
You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna forget that scar. Oh man, that's there.
Right.
So you don't want to have so many scars. And so a lot of times,
That's
here
it right there.
Yeah, here it is
Because
Sunday.
it's hard to heal.
Yeah, it's hard to
After
heal. Sunday, you like, okay, we got a TV. I done cooked some wings, but he talking about going to Buffalo Wild Wings with his buddies. I like to watch the game, but guess what? You watch it in a different way. You watch it and argue. You watch it and debate and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Complaining.
Complaining. You know what I'm saying? Why you jumping up and down? You know? Oh man. You know?
Right.
Y'all watching it in a different way. Everything has a value. Let's understand that. This table got a value. These glasses got a value. Everything got a value. So you got to create that value by upping the intensity. Putting things at risk. If the dog come in here and tear up the carpet, I'm going to put the dog under some kind of punishment. I don't know how to talk dog language, but I know the dog don't like.
Right.
And the dog gonna interpret it as, oh, wait a minute, I ain't finna chew on that carpet no more. Because they just had me messed up for about 2 weeks. I wasn't getting my dog biscuits. So what I'm saying is that intensity gotta be underlined with a purpose. Don't just say I'm gonna do this today, and then tomorrow he come over and it's like, okay, let me cease to exist this right here. Because the message is not clear. The message is not clear because you are not fulfilling the reasoning behind you doing something. If this dude is not coming over until the last minutes of the day, the wee hours of the night, then you gotta change up the understanding. Hey babe, you at the house? Oh no, I ain't home right now. What you mean you ain't home?
I was just about to get to
I'm gonna
that.
I'll get at you tomorrow. You don't need to underline why you not home. You need to just say I'll get at you tomorrow.
Right.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. When he wanna go with his friends and he wanna go every night or often, that's when you go make your own plans.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I've learned. Like you just gotta have your own
Even if you want
life.
to make a plans, just change up the course of action.
Right.
Switch it up.
Switch it up. I've been in relationships and I've had to just end everything. Like they come in, hey, everything going good? Nah, it ain't going good. This shit over with. What's going on?
You keep it real.
Yeah, what's going on? Man, this is what I ain't liking. I ain't liking this, I'm not liking this. I'm putting everything on the table now. Now we ready to deal with this shit directly. Because I'm not beating around the bush playing no games.
That's another thing I want to address. When you have an issue in a relationship, I think that you need to address it right out the gate and not wait until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 done build up and you're ready to explode and kill somebody.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
Exactly.
if you put the glass right here,
Nip it in the butt.
I think that glass needs to be over here. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I feel like for those that try to like make it seem like, oh, well, you're complaining if you're nipping things in the butt. No, you're setting boundaries for yourself.
Complain.
Yeah. Oh, you tripping.
Oh yeah.
Or
see, that's That's that reverse psychology
Yeah,
stuff.
That is.
You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
gotta play that for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if I'm saying all that, then I'm deflecting. I'm putting up a shield to guard against what I want to do. Oh man, you tripping. Hold up. What do you mean? I just asked you a question. I just made an assessment of what's going on and you said that I'm tripping. Either you stupid or you don't know how to talk. Because you saying I'm tripping.
Exactly. You don't know how to explain
Exactly.
yourself.
So
All you
what
saying
do you
is,
mean by I'm tripping? You just tripping. So basically you're saying I don't want to address that issue. Okay, you're going to have a problem because the issue going to keep coming up. Am I right?
Yes.
The women not going to back down and say, okay, he said I'm tripping, I'm going to leave that alone. Come on now, you ain't going to do that. If you come to me and say, hey, D, bop, 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 and I said, man, you tripping. Tomorrow you're going to ask me that again. Or 30 minutes from now, you're going to ask me, you're going to keep asking. What I'm going to do, keep saying you tripping?
you know what I'm going to do? I'm just not going to answer the phone, and then you're going to figure out why I'm tripping now. Dang, she don't even want to talk to me. Nope.
I mean, after a while and you keep doing it, they know it's like you get turned off. It's like, oh,
Yeah, I don't want to deal with
this
you.
is
I don't
not
wanna talk to
working,
you.
is it? Yeah, but
Because we all started with an interest base. And so once that interest base is tarnished, we don't have nothing to move forward with.
Right.
So that goes back
Exactly.
to my reasoning of why you don't sleep with someone right away.
Definitely.
You have to get to know each other.
Yeah.
Because now you're not clouded by lust.
I think that a lot of times when they don't choose you too, or they don't stick around long, is because you slept with them too fast. And a lot of people don't understand that. If you're gonna just meet them and jump into bed, is a big percentage that they're not gonna stick around for long. They might come through a couple more times, but it's gonna be like gone. It's not gonna be anything of substance because that person didn't get to know who you were. They didn't get to know you. And just, say, hey, I like this person. Let them like you. Like,
Okay.
let them get to know you and say, hey, I really like you. Like, I want to, be with you or something. But no, everybody's just so Atlanta, I don't know, maybe other states too. They're just so ready to just jump into bed right away and wonder why the guy didn't ever stick around. Why things never last,
Yeah, and then some people wonder, oh, well, they keep coming back. Yeah, they coming back for a reason. You got to figure out why.
Yeah.
So you take something away to figure out what is it, why they coming back.
Yeah.
Because they not being consistent enough to create a relationship or a longevity situation.
Yeah.
Maybe
But
I
take
think a lot of times putting titles and creating these elusive subject matters of what the relationship is, I think it hurt it a lot. I'm saying it's almost like we know Eddie Murphy to be a comedian. So we see him in a serious role. It's kind of hard for us to depict his serious side when we know him to be a comedian.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to get away from that title and then get into something else. So I think, man, even when you pose the question of why you love me, don't look for this precise answer. Because that precise answer may be something that you can't have every day. If you tell them, if I tell a girl, hey man, I love you, man, you got some pretty hair. What about if her hair fall out? I wake up in the morning, she bald.
Oh God.
Damn, I'm not gonna fall out of love because I was into her because of her hair. So I think we need to not have those titles in place. You know what I'm saying? And have the intensity of understanding if this person here could get me to this next level. Not to say that you need them for success. I may need you for life support. Some people can't pull the trigger and they need a trigger man. You feel what I'm saying? So you may need a person that can help you pull the trigger, make real strong decisions because that's not your strong suit. So in opposites, y'all attract. And then on some other grounds, y'all got a commonness. Y'all can talk about business. Y'all can enlighten each other's mind because y'all know a lot on the same page. So that may make you have an interest base that's so strong that, man, I want to just be with this person, man. I want this burst of energy to know if this whole thing is 100. So you may not have to go 90 days. You may not have to go 120 days. You may not have to go a whole year. But some people may have to go a whole year. Because I'm kind of on the fence with this dude. He'll show up for 2 days and then I don't see him for a week.
Not consistent.
You see what I'm saying? I gotta give him that 1 year program.
I want to get to that point that you were saying. You were saying that basically you can't pick somebody because of, oh, she looked good.
No.
Or he looked good. Or something like, to me, I go on chemistry. Chemistry is very important.
Yeah.
If I have chemistry with you, then we rocking. But you can't pick that, oh, he got a big check. Because we don't know what God's plan is. We don't know if those looks are going to still be here. We don't know, and then when that goes away.
What happens when the money runs out?
I always ask
Exactly.
I always ask myself this question. If I was to hit the lottery, would I still want him?
That's it.
That's the question I always ask.
That's it.
Before.
That's a big one there, boy.
If I hit the lottery today, would I still want him?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a big question.
That's a question I had to ask myself several times.
Yeah.
That's a big question.
Yeah.
Because instantly you should say, man, if I hit the lottery, I'm going to break him off.
Right.
That's the first thing. I mean, seriously, this is nothing that you should have to make yourself do.
Right.
Like, I hit the lottery. Damn, should I get him a meal? Hold on for a second. I'm going to give him $10,000.
If you got to think it twice, yo.
I'm going to give him $10,000. And every time you take a step, the number go down.
Right.
It started off at $1 million, and now you're knocking on this front door and it's down to $1,000.
Right.
I'm gonna give him $1,000. You need to get back in your car and dip, cause you ain't got something. You ain't got nothing. It's anticipated. Yeah, you ain't got nothing. You might as well go ahead and dip. It done got to $1,000. You done started at a meal ticket, and now you at the house knocking on the door. It's $1,000. Get back in your car.
My question when I ask that is, if the answer is, I'm gonna have him rock with me and we gonna tour the world, we gonna live this, you know what I'm saying? We gonna rock together. Then I know my feelings is real. But if my answer is, I'm gonna just give him something and be on my way, and I'm out. You feel me? Then I know that it ain't gonna work. Yeah. Cause
in my mind, my thought is, I'm going to get that his and hers Rolls Royce.
Right.
Cause see, for me, I got to have me a Rolls Royce. Two things I'm going to do. I'm going to get a Rolls Royce and I'm going to get me a chauffeur. Because I don't need to be driving it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to call you and say, hey man, meet me at the dealership. Our first business issue is going to be us getting these cars, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so if I ain't thinking like that about you, I know we can't go nowhere.
These kids and her.
I can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I ain't trying to drive away with you, so I know I ain't trying to be with you.
Yeah.
It's just real. You know what I'm saying? It's real. So I think that's the thing that I had a good night last night, but man, he done a whole bunch of bullshit, man. I need to address all the shit he done.
Yeah.
And so that good night last night, man, it's like, I'm just not going to worry about what he did for the whole 3 months.
Erase it.
You know what I'm saying? So guess what? 3 months, 3 years. That's the shit I be thinking about. Okay, 1 month, 1 year.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have not addressed anything that make us determine that we don't have to ask him why. Or ask her why. You know what I'm saying? Men ask her why. You know what I mean? If you ain't feeling comfortable and she wants you to pay all the bills and she wants you to do this, she wants you to do that, she wants you to do this, she wants you to do that. Okay, let me say this. This is not the old days. Meaning, you can't just have the woman liberation without having the situation evolve.
Right.
At one time, women sat home and took care of kids. She might have had 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 kids. Women are not having all those kids anymore.
Right.
So if that woman is a part of the formula or maybe the breadwinner, she should not think that the man gonna pay for everything because it's a stress point to life.
Right.
If I'm stressing every day, my whole head done turned blue. I'm losing my life expectancy because I'm constantly stressed out. You don't want that longevity with me because you're putting all that pressure on me. As partners, we should want to have that intensity come down. I shouldn't want to call you out your name or treat you bad and have you walking around with your face frowned up or feeling some kind of way. I want you to love me like I'm loving on you. So we both can be relaxed and we can live life. If we go out to the islands, You want to enjoy the island, but I'm sitting here in the hut stressing on how I'm gonna pay this joint.
Right.
Now, this ain't no real trip. And, the purpose is not going to be fulfilled if one person weighing all the burden and the other one just enjoying the ride.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because is it not like the scenario I gave you from the beginning when you getting up, grabbing your briefcase, going out, and he's sitting at home, laying in the bed?
That brings me a question for the men. How does a man know when the girl's just for the ride?
It's easy.
Okay.
It's easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. It's very easy.
Tell it to us.
Well, let's say this right here. When this woman coming to the table and her mindset is, I gotta juice him. I gotta get what I want out of him. She dry begging. She asking indirectly, or she insinuating.
Right.
She, man, I'm not playing no games. Man, I just went to the Rolex store and I told him to hold on to this watch here. I need to talk to you. Because she already know, man, I'm here to work, man. I'm here to work. I can't sit in the break room and know my boss gonna come through and say, man, what you doing?
Right.
I got to work. I don't know how long this thing gonna last. So now we just passed by the Porsche dealership. Damn, that Porsche look good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I gotta get in that. Guess what you gonna do? Shit, man, I gotta get up in that. That's it. Because your dreams is my ambition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to get that for her. Because if I can get that for her, she gonna want me even more.
Yeah, I think if you start out that way, that's how it's gonna be.
It's it's obvious what you got.
Yeah.
She doing some magic. Ain't no magic, man. This shit real.
Right.
It's obvious what you got. It ain't no magic.
Right.
It's real. But are you strong enough to address it?
Right.
See, that's where the illusion come in at, when you ain't strong enough to address the issue.
Right.
You feel me? And then now we got a real problem because now we being stretched out way beyond our boundaries.
Now it's like you only loving me with conditions. You only love me if you let me, if I buy you this.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had girlfriends really seriously on the phone oh, you don't have the money? Click. And call back again. Call me back when you got it. Click.
Yeah. But now, what I just say, if you don't want to address the issue, then you're going to get stressed out to the max. Because you never addressing the issue. You know what you doing? Because men do this right here. Yeah, man, I just got on the phone with Marchell, man. And boy, she's saying this and she's saying that, man. She in love with me. But in truth, Marchell done sent you to the Benz dealership. You gotta paint that canvas. So when you go get that Benz, the boy is thinking, boy, Marchell in love with me. We got that Benz on. You know what I'm saying? Cause now I gotta have this whole picture looking good now. Cause I gotta go get this Benz. Marchell done told me I got to have that Benz, and I know I got to go get it. So now I gotta let my boys know, man, boy, look here, man. I had to beat off him last night. Man, look here, man. She won't even let me leave out the house. So now when I go get that Benz, they like, damn, boy, shit, that nigga went got Benz. Happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that everything that woman asks you to do, you're gonna do it. But if my partner happy, I could be happy.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
I hope this was helpful to you.
Make sure you tune in to next week's episode.
Yeah.
Right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Up next on Single in the City. Who gonna be really down when I'm down and out?
A lot of our fans know me from Love and Hip Hop. I worked on the Trey Songz latest album, got a billboard for that. Worked on Space Jam. Okay, baby, you came, we gotta go.
But next. You're thinking my pussy, we go together. Okay? She wanted him. I think that they've been hurt so much, they just feel like, man, I'm just gonna be a thought because nobody's appreciating me.
That's why I chose to be single and get to know myself, because I had to break cycles.
So you switched over, son?
I ain't had no trust. You came and shit.